I'm looking at a masterpiece. I'm staring at a work of.
So I would say that I was always pro-life. I think a lot of us who were raised in the church would have always called ourselves pro-life, but I think most of us have not really had the opportunity to do anything about our beliefs. So I would say that I was kind of unactivated for a very long time. I knew that I was against abortion. I knew that we needed to support women who were facing those difficult situations, but I wasn't quite sure what to do about it. So I actually came to church one Sunday, and Hope was running this campaign called Here, There, Everywhere, where they were giving to all these different places. And one of the places that they were raising money for was Save the Storks. So every week I remember they would play this video from Save the Storks showing how they take these mobile units and they put them right out front of the abortion clinics, and these women see the ultrasounds, they see their baby, and they choose life. And I just was watching that week after week, and it wasn't until the very last week that I felt God speak to me in a totally new way, that I heard him tell me that there are a lot of really important issues, but this is the one that I needed to focus on. So that's when I got involved with Options for Women. I started volunteering with them, actually by talking to Christine Bonaventura. But it was only like the summer after I graduated from high school. So I went to college right after that, kind of wasn't knowing where it was going to go, but I knew that I was really passionate about it.
I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place.
When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body.
And it kind of like took over my life in the fact that it was like all I would think about. It was all that I would talk to people about. All the conversations I had with all my friends would always turn to this issue of abortion. So I just really felt God tugging on my heart, and I wasn't quite sure what to do about it. So I was just really wrestling with whether I should pursue a job in pro-life ministry, whether I should change my major, what should I do with this calling that I felt like God was giving me. So I finally, after like 6 months of wrestling with this, while I was in school, I finally just threw up my hands and I was like, you know what, God? I don't think that I have any skills or any abilities that would particularly suit having any job that I know of in the pro-life movement. I don't know what I could do. I don't know how I could help. But I do know that if you are calling me to this, you're going to open the way. You're going to give me an opportunity. So the words that I said was, I prayed to God and I said, if you want me to work full-time in pro-life ministry when I graduate, I'm going to need you to get me a job. And about 3 days later, I got a call from the CEO of Options, Chuck Swanson, asking if I had any summer plans, and saying that he wasn't quite sure what he wanted me to do at Options, but that they all felt very called to hire me. And then I did some work for them. After that, that summer we worked on the students program that we got up and running. And then I worked on social media throughout like the next year, my sophomore year in college. And then this past summer, I interned with Options again. And this time, we actually got to bring on a new mobile unit from Save the Storks. So everything has just absolutely come full circle from that first Sunday that I was sitting right down there. I started a Students for Life group at my school, and I've just been working with them for a while. I did the Wilberforce Fellowship with them last year, And they sent me to Washington, D.C. I lived there for a month. They've just been really incredible, let me do all these really amazing things. And then this year, I was actually picked to be a spokesperson for Students for Life, which was just another opportunity that God opened that I honestly was not anticipating He was going to open. So one of the things that Students for Life does every year is they host a National Sidewalk Counseling Day. So they assign different student leaders to their local abortion clinics where we just do sidewalk counseling. So I was assigned to Cherry Hill Women's Center, and I got a bunch of bags and a bunch of my friends and like a ton of resources that we could hand out to women. So we went there, we got there super early in the morning, and this is one of the most incredible experiences that I've had so far. But there was a woman who was going into Cherry Hill Women's Center named Yasmin. And I just had the opportunity right there, right in front of the abortion clinic, to talk to her about her baby. She wasn't quite sure how far along she was, and we got to have an even longer conversation. I got to tell her that I know how much joy her baby in the back of the car brought her, and that the baby that she already has, that she's already pregnant with, is going to bring just as much joy, and that we love her, and that we're here for her, and we just want to support her. And we did actually get to see her pull out and go the opposite direction. So that day they decided to leave the abortion clinic and save the life of their baby. I would just really urge you that if you feel God putting it on your heart like He put it on my heart about 3 years ago to get involved, that you absolutely should reach out to me. I can direct you to whatever organization you'd like to help with. There are always many, many volunteer opportunities, many events that you can attend. We're always looking for extra people. We really need absolutely everyone to be involved if we really want to abolish abortion and protect the sanctity of life in our country.